Hi, everybody, and welcome to my podcast, Your Strength Within. My name is Emmanuel Ben Isaac, and I'm here to help you overcome your anxiety. In the last episode, we talked about what's the difference between anxiety and anxiety disorder, and we went into depth to know the difference, and that way you're able to understand also what anxiety is and also what anxiety disorder is, and how it is a completely, I wouldn't say again completely, but they're similar, but they're the I want to find the right word over here, the effects of how you are with anxiety and with anxiety disorder. It's two different things, of course. Today what I want to talk about is how whenever we're not defined by our emotions. And I'll explain what that actually means. Most of us throughout the day, when we feel up, we feel amazing, we feel confident, we feel happy, and it's an amazing feeling, right? And whenever we feel down, whenever we feel sad, we feel insecure, we feel, low self-esteem, low confidence. We feel this down, really strong down, and we think that defines us, and we say to ourselves, oh, this is what I am, this is who I am, and we oftentimes get, I wouldn't say confused by it, but we let that define who we are. We let it define who we are. We let it to be, oh, I'm down right now. Oh, I'm sad right now. So I'm just a sad person. I'm a depressed person. I'm going through hardships in life and everything. No, even the hardships that you go through in life, whatever it is, it doesn't define you as a human being. It doesn't define you who you are at all. Because who defines who you are is you, regardless of the situation, regardless what's happening. Regardless what's happening in your life, it doesn't matter what it does not define you. Because you went through a certain hardship, because you feel that something, doesn't make you a failure. It doesn't make you a failure, because I can guarantee it that if you had the right guidance, that eventually you would actually succeed and become successful. So what, now you're a successful person? No, it has nothing to do with whatever you have gone through in life or whatever you are going to go through in life. It doesn't matter. It has no connection to what you are and who you are as a human. Nothing. Those are all external circumstances. Also the emotion, it's an external circumstance, an external thing that doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define what you're doing. It doesn't define anything about you. Now, it might feel that way. It might feel that nothing's working out for you and that you're stupid and that you're dumb and you're not capable. It has nothing to do with it. And most of us with anxiety, especially with anxiety disorder, we're so ashamed about it. We're so quiet about it. I wasn't, thank God. I wasn't, and I'm so happy that I wasn't, because I was open and a lot of people actually helped me out with it. But people don't want to think that, oh, look at this guy, he's not 100%, look what he's going through. Don't let that define you because you're going through anxiety. It doesn't make you less of a human. It doesn't make you less than anything. It doesn't. It's just that you're going through this in your journey in life and something else, and other people go through their own things in life, and it doesn't mean because you're going through the anxiety, because you're going through the depression, that you're less of a person. Absolutely not. You are an amazing person. You are a human regardless. You are valuable regardless of the external circumstances, regardless of your thoughts, regardless of your emotions, regardless of your situation. It has nothing to do with who you are. And whenever I thought about this years ago and I completely forgot it, and I remember I was going through ups and downs, and I was speaking to my brother recently, and he was going through a down, and I told him, I'm like, David, don't let this define who you are. Don't let this define this emotion, what you're going through, because again, as some of you guys know, he went through a tumor, and and thank God he's out of it, thank God he doesn't have it anymore, which is unheard of in the brain. It's like a rare, it's a miracle. And I told him, like, listen, David, don't let this thing define who you are. Don't let it define you right now. And I understand what you went through was not an easy process the past year. It was definitely difficult for you and your family and for us and for everybody else around you. It wasn't an easy process, and especially for you. But don't let it define who you are. Just because you went through this doesn't define, oh, this is the way I am. I am a sick person. No. You're a healthy person that went through something. They went through something, and it's fine to feel that down. It's fine to feel that, that you're not okay right now. Emotionally, it makes perfect sense. It happens, especially when people lose their loved ones or, it's okay. When you go through difficulties and you fail in something, it's okay to feel down. But again, it doesn't define who you are. Just because you're going through anxiety doesn't mean that you're less of a person. Doesn't mean that, hey, I am an anxious person. No. There's somebody that's actually just going through anxiety. That's just, unfortunately, that has to go through this thing. And again, I say, fortunately, that you had to go through this. Because again, you make a change with this whole entire thing that you guys don't even, you don't understand yet. And you will eventually, once you get out of it, you will realize back, you're like, thank God I went through what I went through. Because you're going to become a stronger person because of it. And you can discover things about yourself that you never discovered before. But again, it's not going to define who you are. It has nothing to do with you. It has no connection. It's just something that you need to go through, and it's going to make you stronger. And I told this to my brother. I'm like, listen, what you went through, 99% of the people won't be able to handle it. It's a very hard thing what you went through. And you have 4 kids, and with a wife and everything, it's not an easy process. 100%. But don't let it define who you are for the rest of your life because of what you went through for 1 year. Define yourself how you want to define yourself, that you're an amazing person. Again, this is a word of affirmation that you need to tell yourself that you're an amazing person, that you're a capable person, that you're a happy person. Even though you have those ups and downs, it has nothing to do with it. Happy people can go through hard times. Happy people can go through down times. It happens. But they're happy. We need to separate ourselves from that thing. The reason why this is important, especially with anxiety, is because we're so emotionally right now, ups and downs with it. I don't like saying emotionally not stable. I don't like saying that word. I don't like saying it at all because it's such a negative note, such a negative connection to it. I just like saying right now your emotions are they're like a champagne bottle, just popped because holding it in, all that pressure. So the way to be able to handle it is a certain mindset and a certain way of thinking, of course, and to change that way and to be able to be with it, and understand it and understand that, hey, the situation I'm going through is not going to define me. No, I'm going to define who it's going to be. I am. Not it. It's not going to control me. I'm going to control it. In that way, it gives you back your power. It gives you back the control. It gives you back to be able to put that bottle cap back to the champagne bottle. That's what it does. I hope you guys understood what I was talking about. If you don't understand, leave a comment or something. If you do have something you can add to it, definitely do. I'm more than happy. And if there's something you want to talk about, something that's bothering you, let me know, and I will talk about it in the next episode. I hope you guys if you guys haven't also, by the way, subscribe, please do, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.